Well, now that I'm back from making that impromptu trip into town, because my son had taken the memory card out of this camera and I didn't realize it. So, needless to say, you guys did not get the footage for this morning. Not that there was much anyway, it's just I had set the camera on a tripod, which I did not realize that my son had. So now I am using the tripod, so now things aren't so shaky. And I just was filling feeders and filling waterers there this morning. I was just, letting the camera sit there recording while I was doing all that. So now, of course, needless to say, it stopped recording because it ran out of memory, and I don't know how to get what it did record off of the memory. I don't know if my son knows how to do that or not, so you probably won't see that. It stopped recording partway through anyway. So, needless to say, the girls are happy now, the babies are happy now because they've got food, they've got water. I don't know at what point they ran out. I was not here yesterday, even though I was not working, because I had to get stuff done at home. I had a unplanned shopping trip yesterday because the last burner on my stove died. So that means that stove is now scrap. So probably give that to my son's friend and he can scrap it. I got a few other things that he scrapped too. Which means, I may be starting on the kitchen sooner than I expected, but we'll see. Anyway, I had to go out and buy a hot plate so I could have something to cook on. Anyways, stopped at Home Depot and talked to somebody there about my plans for the roof, making sure that what I was looking to do was going to work, and he seemed to think that it would. And talked to him about my pitch, and he said, yeah, that's fine. Your pitch will be fine. It's more than enough, sufficient. So that makes me feel better. I went to the bank and got the money to give to my friend so she can pick up 2 2x4x10s for me. And I also talked to the guy at Home Depot about possible sheeting options. That would be a lot cheaper than what I was looking at. So unless something else comes up that, somebody around here might come up with something that is free, looks like I'm going to be doing OSB. It's less than $8 a sheet, so I think I can swing that. Picked up a can of primer paint. That was a mist tint for $9. Picked that up. I picked up a gallon. He thinks I probably need 1.5 gallons to do it, but we'll start with the 1 gallon. And if I can get 1 coat on it, and then maybe I can keep my eyes open for another mist tint that is more along the lines of the color that I would like. And this will do. So now I'm going to take a break, eat some lunch real quick, and then I'll get to work. Okay, you see the hen? She's all puffed out and doing the clucking noise. She wants to be broody. Okay? I don't really want her to go broody this time of year. Not right now. I'm just not set up right yet. She's all puffed out and everything. And that rooster over there is kind of keeping an eye on her. Oh, they're not going to cooperate. They're not going to stay in frame. Yeah, she is why I need a anti-broody pen. I've had to break her being broody before. Oh, and what I had before is pretty much shot. I need to build a new one. Got the materials, I just don't have the tool that I need to put it together. So let's see. Yeah, she's not too happy about me, because she knows I don't want her to go broody. I've interrupted her I don't know how many times. So poor little mama. She's a good mama. She's a very good mama. But we're talking middle of August here, going into the middle of September. And it's like, no. I'm just not set up. Not this year. I mean, I wouldn't mind having chicks maturing later. If I knew it was going to be a mild winter, I might be tempted, but no, it's just too much this year. And besides, I want to be selective as to what eggs get hatched out. And what I want to do is I want to cross the Buff Orpingtons that I have and start my flock with them, because these girls are getting old. And they lay small eggs, these broodies that I have, with the exception of Peaches. But she wasn't quite as good a broody as these other ones. I mean, she did the job. She hatched the eggs and whatnot. You know, she passed the test, so you know she's got her little niche secured. Yeah, she's looking for a nest. She ain't gonna find one. I just peeked in there and that's where the pig's been hanging out. The pig or the emu, I don't know if the emu goes in there at night or not. I don't even know where the pig is right now. Up there, I see the emu poking its head up over there. Yeah. So, who knows? Alright, I'm gonna get to work. Oh, let me see here. I got this wood here. And these are 1x3s. What I intend to do is I need to put one across the bottom of the nesting boxes here, and then what I want to do is I want to build a screen door for the door of the hen house. Let's see, right here. Mainly because I think I've got the materials to do that. The rest of these 1x3s are going to be for the for the roof. Oh, what's the term? Slipped my mind. I used it when I was talking to Guy in Lowe's, and now I can't think of what it was. Oh well, what can I say? I'm no spring chicken anymore myself. Alrighty, well, I didn't get to work measuring this and cutting it. I gotta get my tools out of the calf hut, because that's where I put them, so they're protected from the weather. Yeah, I get to work. Food and water every morning, and being kissed. Okay, people. I just had to rip this board because I want to make them smaller. I just eyeballed that cotton, and I think I got pretty good. I think that's pretty good. That's not too far off, considering it was just eyeballed. I think that's good. How many fires do you have? Well, once again, I'm waiting for the battery to charge. I thought I gave it enough time, but I did get a length of the strapping ripped so that once the battery's charged, I can cut it to length for the screen door. Okay? So I may have to cut one more length for the screen door. I'm not sure yet. I haven't actually sat down and done the calculations. So I talked to the to the guy at Home Depot about what to use for sheeting for the structure, and don't do that. There you go. And he said, he suggested that the OSB would be okay so long as I painted it real good. And so I bought a gallon of primer paint to paint it down with. So I've got the paint here. Handed the money over to my friend. She's going to pick up the 2x4s I need, and I gave her enough to buy 5 sheets of the OSB. Doing some measuring, figured out I can probably get away with 5 sheets. I need 3 full sheets for sure, and then the wall with the nesting box on, that will not take a full sheet. And then of course the wall with the window, that also will not take a full sheet. So hopefully that will finish it up. I got the gate to finish putting the new wire on it, and then I can, once I get the sheeting done and the painting done, then I can put the fence panel up, and then we can move the chickens in. That is the plan. So not sure if we're going to stay with the OSB. The property owner was talking about paying the money for the T111. So we were discussing it, going back and forth. Not real sure what's going to end up there, but hopefully this will be done next weekend. I'm hoping. So, well, as soon as this battery is done charging, then I can get back to work. I'll catch up to you later. Well, I was going to use a piece of this, cut this here for the screen door for the hen house, but it is all tied up with this vine. It's called mile a minute vine, and I don't know if you can see, it's got little barbs on it. And this stuff, I mean, it sticks like Velcro. And it is horrible stuff. They call it mile a minute vine because it grows so fast. Well, it's in there pretty good, and I don't have any nippers to cut this away, so I have to bring them with me tomorrow, and hopefully I can get this done tomorrow. I only changed the water in one pool this morning, and you'd never know. Look at how dirty it is. Isn't that disgusting? That's the one I did not change. That's the one I did change, and there's not a whole lot of difference between the two. Oh. Sadly, it looks like the hen that was sitting on eggs in there, it doesn't look like she was successful. I don't know if something got to the rest of her eggs or she just gave up. I don't know, but there's only one egg in there. She's nowhere's around. I did see her. I think that's her over there walking around. I feel so bad for her because that was her second attempt at hatching a batch of eggs, and it just didn't work out. Poor thing. Yeah, I know, little one. I feel so sorry for her. Well, oh man, there's a kid. Did you see that one swimming under the pool? He was enjoying that swim, I'll tell you. I bet you they had fun out here when, after we had all that rain. Because we've got a low spot in the one pasture that floods. And I know that they were having just a ball out there. So this is the frame that I'm working on for the screen door. What I was going to do is make like an insert that I was going to put the wire on, and then put this frame over it, so that the sharp edges are on the inside, not on the outside. So that was a thought. With it being narrow like this, I had to rip the boards. It'll be fine. Like I said, it's just a hen house. It's not a Taj Mahal. So I got to run down to the office to get paperwork for Monday. It looks like I'm working on Monday. So see if I can't finish this frame up. I don't want the inside to be super snug because I got to get that wire mesh around it. So I don't think I have another piece that's long enough. So I think I have to cut into that one that I was showing you. So yeah. I guess I could use a piece of this, but I got to use that for the gate. So I'm gonna get that one last little hook off that gate so I can get that finished. Start putting the mesh on that. Hopefully it'll be good enough that it's not going to fall apart, because I got a couple of canter spots at the top. Well, actually that would be the bottom. And I think there's some at the other end too. So I'm going to have to add a kick plate at some point on that end, because like I did with that one over there, just because of the rusted part on it will be on the bottom. So we'll see. Play that one by ear. Alright, let me see, are we still charging? Yep, we're still charging.